Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and I'm a self-employed mama of 4. My husband and I are on a journey to become debt-free using a zero-based budget and the cash stuffing method because our biggest goal is to invest wisely and give generously. So if you're interested in learning more, stay tuned. Okay, so for today's video, I'm gonna be cash stuffing for the 3rd week in February, and today we're gonna be cash stuffing a total of $995 in all 4 of my sinking funds binders. And as always, I'm gonna start off with my wallet. So I'm gonna grab my binder here, and I am really excited because I'm literally working on the last few orders from my launch on February 1st, my restock. And so once I'm finished with those, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time being creative, and I'm actually in the process of creating a binder like this to sell with the sheets already printed off, because I've heard from a lot of you that you don't have printers at home, and so I want to be able to offer that option for you so that you can still get all the benefits from these trackers. And so I'm gonna go back to last week's weekly wallet tracker, and we're gonna start with my wallet. We're gonna grab the receipts out of here, and I talk about this in every video because it's so amazing, but I'm gonna scan those into my Fetch Rewards app, which is an app where you can scan in your receipts and they accumulate points, and then you can turn those points into gift cards. And so I actually talked in my last video, I just went to Home Goods and got some really fun stuff with one of the gift cards. That's one of the places I chose to get my gift cards. I've also gotten like Amazon, Target, Starbucks, like you can get gift cards to anywhere. I've also gotten a Visa gift card too. So it's a really great app. But anyway, so my referral code is linked in the description if you want to check it out. Not usually a huge cashback app person because I forget about the apps, but that one I absolutely love. And I am officially, I think, gonna take these coins and turn them in today because this is getting like ridiculously heavy. And so put in the comments, how much cash do you think I'm gonna come back with in my next video with all of the change that I am gonna turn in today? So I want to see your guys's guesses. And I can't go any further without just saying thank you. I'm so excited. We just went over 5K subscribers. I am like blown away. I just absolutely love this community that we're creating here at the Aesthetic Dollar. I love hanging out with you guys. I absolutely love filming videos. I get excited anytime I get to like film a video. And so I'm actually going to be filming quite a few in the next couple days because I'm doing this cash stuffing. I need to do my online spending check-in. And then I'm also going to be doing my first like bill condensing video, bill swap. And so I'm really excited to get those uploaded for you guys. I've never done a bill swap before, so I'm really looking forward to that. But so we just hit 5K. And so I think I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm just like making this up as I go. But I think I'm gonna do a giveaway. So to get entered into the giveaway, in the comments, I want you to put down how much cash you think I have in this container. So of coins. So how much cash do you think I'm gonna bring back once I turn in all these coins? I'll turn it to the side so you guys can see like how full it is. So I want you guys to guess how much cash you think I'm gonna come back with when I turn all of those coins in. So that's how you can get entered into the giveaway. So I just decided I'm doing a 5K giveaway. Gifts is my love language. I love giving stuff away. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna start with unstuffing. So for spending, I started with 40. I have 15 left over. Since this is my personal spending money, I'm gonna set these 5s aside for my $5 savings challenge. And so I started with 40. I have 15 remaining. Help me with math, you guys, which means I spent 25, right? I think that's right. Okay. Eating out has nothing, so I spent the entire 10. Drinks, I started with 20 and I have 10 left over. So eating out, I spent the entire 10, and then I spent 10 for drinks as well. So remaining in eating out, I had nothing, and then I had 10 remaining in drinks. And we're gonna roll that over. I'm just gonna leave that there. Kids, nails and kindness and miscellaneous. I didn't spend anything out of those 4 envelopes. And so we're just gonna mark those as nothing. So I have the same amounts remaining. And I'm gonna stuff a few of these envelopes, but not very many today. So my wallet's gonna be a little bit quick, but that's okay. So That's pretty good. So I started with 85 and I have 25, 30, 35, 40 remaining. So that's pretty good. Okay, so then for this week, I'm only gonna be stuffing spending and kids. Spending, I'm gonna grab from our low priority sinking funds. And so I always stuff me and my husband's spending cash at the beginning of the month for the entire month so that we can come in here and grab what we need. And so I have 120 left over in here. So I'm just gonna pull 50 out to put in my wallet. And I'm excited because I started putting all my rollover spending money into our savings challenges and it's making me spend less. Like a chronic spender in recovery right now. So I'm gonna stuff 50 in my personal spending. And I have literally nothing that I need to buy right now for myself. This is just so I can still feel like that freedom, like I've budgeted for it, but I like still have some cash if I want to spend it. Eating out, I'm not going to stuff. I'm going to leave 10 in drinks. Our fridge is still pretty stocked up from the Super Bowl because we hosted, so I'm going to leave that there. Kids, I am going to stuff 5 in kids because today I'm filming this on Friday. I know that I schedule these for Sundays, but I'm filming this on Friday and I just don't know exactly what we're doing this weekend. So I want to have a little extra cash in case we go somewhere with the kids and, you know, maybe they want a treat. I do not need to do anything with my nails yet, so I'm going to leave that one empty. And then kindness and miscellaneous, I'm going to roll over those 5s that were still in there. So I'm not stuffing anything extra in there. And so my wallet is all set to go for the week. I am going to grab my savings challenge binder, and I have my cash all ready to go for my condensing video, so that's why that's hanging out in there. So this is my $1 savings challenge. I only have 5s to stuff this week for my $5 savings challenge. So I have 1, 2, 3 5s to stuff for that. So we're gonna go ahead and fill in 3 of these bills on here. And so these are on my website. You can either order them like printed or as a digital download, but when you fill up this entire $5 savings challenge, your total savings is $260. And then the other savings challenges I have this $1 savings challenge, which I don't have a tracker for because that would be kind of crazy. To like track every $1. So I just put them in here, and then some of them are I've condensed because this gets kind of thick. So that's my $5 savings challenge from today, and then my $10 savings challenge is in here, and then I'm also doing a $20 savings challenge. So that is just rollover cash from my wallet, and then at the end of the month, any remaining leftover cash from any of the categories goes in here, but usually if it's not the end of the month, then I will just stuff my personal spending roll over into the savings challenge. So we're gonna get to stuffing the sinking funds, and we're gonna start with high priority. And I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at. I think I'm gonna just start showing this in every video because I get a lot of questions about this. So I use my cash planning worksheet. So this is for week 3 of February. And so I go through and write down what I have budgeted for each sinking fund. And then I decide which denominations I'm doing over here. And that's how I decide how much cash I'm gonna take out of the bank and which denominations. And then I just put them on this teller slip and give this to the banker. And every time I go in, the banker that I'm working with is like, this is so amazing. This makes my job so easy. So they like love these teller slips. And these are on my website too as a digital download. But I'm also gonna be including these printed in my next launch because I've heard, again, a lot of people don't have printers. And so I want you to be able to still get your hands on those resources because they do make cash stuffing so much more simple. So this week for taxes, I'm doing 300, so that's the 300s I took out of the bank. And taxes is just for my LLC, just for the Aesthetic Dollar and YouTube, because my husband and I are self-employed. We each have our own businesses. So he has his, I have mine. And then I also have the Aesthetic Dollar, which I include YouTube in there too. Our other businesses generate like a lot of income. And so to take out cash for that would be kind of silly because it would be we put a lot away for taxes every month. And so I'm just doing this for my LLC because this is my first year doing it and I'm not exactly sure what that's going to look like. So I'm taking about 25% of my income and setting it aside. And if it's too much, that's fine. But that way I feel like that'll be a pretty good amount to have saved. So I've got $1,000 in my savings account. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300, and 1,400. So 2,400 saved up so far for taxes for 2023. And then the next one is groceries, and groceries is going to be getting 40. And this is not for our groceries. I address this in every video because a lot of people are like, how do you only budget that much for groceries for a family of 6? This is just for like quick, like we need milk or bread or eggs or something really quick. We want to pick up donuts for breakfast for the kids as a little surprise. That's what this is for. I place my grocery orders online and I usually am ordering groceries twice a week because we go through produce really fast. And so I would be taking a lot of cash out, like because I order online. So I just use my debit card and we've budgeted that much for groceries. So we normally budget about $1,000 a month for groceries, and that money stays in our bank account so that when I order online, that money is already in there. But then I leave about 900 in our bank account, and then 100 is usually what I budget for cash for just like randomly needing to go get things. And we normally don't spend all of this grocery cash anyway throughout the month, but that's why it's called a sinking fund, because it'll just kind of continue to accumulate in here. So we have 60 in groceries. Clothing is going to be getting 20 this week. And so now clothing has 100, 120, 140. Household this week is going to be getting 10. And I did start a series on my Instagram page of doing kind of like a tour through my binders. So I kind of really quickly explain what each of these categories are for. So go find me on YouTube and check those out if you're curious about or find me on Instagram and look those up if you're curious about like my different categories. So household has 20, 30, and 40. Next up is vehicle maintenance, and vehicle maintenance is going to be getting 10 this week. These 10s are like really nice. So now vehicle maintenance has 100, 200, 220, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, 300, 1, 2, and 3. So $303 in vehicle maintenance. We include our tabs and all of that into our vehicle maintenance sinking fund. So like registration, tabs, oil changes, things like that. So I would feel more comfortable if this had more money because my husband's truck has expensive oil changes and his tabs are pretty expensive. So co-pays this month is, I don't think this one is getting anything. I actually need to add this onto my budgeting app. And in my next online spending check-in, like weekly check-in video, I'm actually going to be sharing the app that I use and what I do. It is not sponsored or anything like that. I just really love it. And so I think it'll answer a lot of questions you guys have about my process. So in that video, I'm going to talk about the app that I use and how I incorporate it into my cash stuffing. It does make it a lot more simple. Personal hygiene this week is going to be getting 10. So now we have 50, 70, 90, 100, 110, 20, 25, 30, 36, 37, and 38. So $138 in personal hygiene. Baby needs is going to be getting 10. I just took advantage of Target's deal where if you spend $100 on diapers and wipes, you get a $25 gift card. So I'm not taking an advantage this time, but I did just see that they're doing another sale. So if you spend $75 on diapers and wipes, you get a $15 Target gift card. So if anyone out there is needing that, like run, because I don't know when it ends, but I just saw that. So I thought I'd pass it along. Baby needs now has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 75 in baby needs. Pet care is going to be getting 30. All right, so now pet care has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, and 88. And we do have 3 dogs and a cat. We have 2 giant German Shepherds and a chocolate lab who's like 1,000,000 years old, but she's like the sweetest thing. Sam's Club's getting 10. And then my cat is also super old, but she's also the best. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, and 78. I have a lot of like clumps of 3 $1 bills in these envelopes. Do you guys notice that? Interesting. It's interesting. Okay, so miscellaneous is going to be getting 5. This is kind of my buffer. So this is like my oh crap moment, I forgot to budget for that. I would pull it out of this envelope. So 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I usually just add $5 into it every week. And I don't pull from it unless I need to. So, and that's it for high priority. Next, we're gonna move on to low priority sinking funds. So eating out is gonna be getting, I went the wrong way. Eating out is gonna be getting 25. We really haven't done a lot of eating out lately. And our eating out is actually eating in. It's like getting takeout because we have 4 kids under the age of 7 and going out to eat is not very fun. So eating out now has 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, and 65. And I am so due for a bill condensing video because this binder has the most envelopes and it's like really big. Okay, so drinks is next, and our drinks envelope is very empty because we hosted the Super Bowl like I talked about in my last video, and so we stocked our fridge, and I think we had about $100 in here and we spent it all, but our fridge is still pretty good, so I doubt we'll need to buy any more drinks. My husband and I don't drink a ton by any means. Emily's spending and Chris spending, I stuffed at the beginning of the month, so we just pull from those 2 throughout the month if we want to. Home renovations is not gonna get anything. Kids, I already stuffed, so I did budget $5 cash for this one. I already stuffed it, so in my wallet, so I'm not gonna stuff it here. Family fun is getting $5, and I've had people ask me lately a lot if I use fake money, and I don't know why people think that I would use fake money. Like, what would be the point of that? And they're like, you know, just, I've seen a lot of comments like that. I don't understand why people would think that, but just to prove it to you, like this $5 bill has writing on it. Like, I just take what I get from the bank. Sometimes the bills are really nice and crisp like this one, and sometimes they're kind of crappy like this one. So just want to address that. No, I don't cash stuff fake money. I just don't see the point in doing that. So now Family Fun has 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, and 65. A lot of, like, I had a comment on one of my shorts that my $100 bills were fake, and I'm like, no, they're actually not fake. I just find that $100 bills aren't used like as often, and they just stayed nicer. I mean, I've gotten some crappy hundreds, but for the most part, they're like in pretty good condition. So hockey is going to be getting 25, and this envelope got pretty depleted because we paid for a hotel stay for a tournament a couple weeks ago. So 100, 120, and 125 in hockey. We're done with overnight tournaments for the year. So we have one more in March, one more tournament, but it's in our town. So that's really nice. Nails is going to be getting 20. And so now nails has 60. Like I said, I love my nail lady. Like, I did these probably 2 weeks ago and they still look amazing. Gifts is going to be getting $20. So now it has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110, 11, 12, and 13. Another bunch of threes, like, or ones, like 3 ones again. So interesting. Okay, so date night is going to be getting 5. And thank you guys so much for all your suggestions. Somebody suggested axe throwing, because I asked for date night ideas in my last video. Someone suggested axe throwing, and my husband, I told him that, and he was like, oh my God, yes. And he's done that before. I never have, and he's like, you would love it. So I think we might do axe throwing. So thank you to the couple of people actually that recommended doing that. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and 55 in date night. There's a lot of really good ideas that we're gonna do from your guys' comments. I also was like kind of relieved to hear that some of you guys are also boring and like just kind of go out to eat and go to the movies like us. So that also made me feel a lot better. So Target is getting 5, 10, and 15. It got 5, now it has a total of 15. Organizing is getting 25 this week. Let's see. Okay, yeah, a 20 and a 5. So now organizing has 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, and 70. Memberships is going to be getting 10. Like I'm telling you guys, this bill condensing video is, I'm so excited. It needs to be done. So now memberships has 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 155, 56, 57, 58, and 59. So 159. Gosh, if anything, it's good advertising for my envelopes, right? I usually say about 15 bills is the max you should put in here. I definitely have more than that in a lot of these, and they're holding up, which is good. So drops this week is getting 5. So now it has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110, 115, 120, and 125. So that should be enough to pay myself back now from my subscription that just got taken out. Seasonal lawn care is getting 5 this week. So now it has 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. Wedding ring is getting 10. This is to replace my wedding ring that was flushed down the toilet by one of my children. So 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. So I'm just kind of slowly putting some money aside for that. Feels like a long journey ahead because my wedding ring is definitely not cheap, and we're getting the same one again because they still make it, surprisingly. Actually, 10th anniversary is not getting stuffed this week, and then travel is getting 5. So if you're curious about the wedding ring, go back and watch any of my other cash stuffing videos. I talk about it in more detail, like what happened and all of that. But so now travel has 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. We are going to have so many 5s when I do this condensing video. All right, so that is it for low priority sinking funds. Next, I'm going to move on to my holiday sinking funds. We just had Valentine's Day, and I posted on my story kind of what my budget looked like. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I stayed, I think, about $14 under. So I had $14 left over. So we'll go ahead and stuff Valentine's Day, which is getting 5. So now we're kind of starting for next year. So now it has 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. I think I really only started with, I think I maybe spent $60 total on my kids' stuff and their Valentine's for school, so that's pretty good. I think once I reach like $100 in here, I'll stop stuffing it because that'll for sure happen before next Valentine's Day. Easter this week is going to be getting 10. So now it has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, and 115. This is what I use for their Easter baskets. Coloring Easter eggs, Easter crafts, anything related to Easter. 4th of July. So a couple of these aren't getting stuffed. So I'm not going to stuff Halloween or Thanksgiving, but Black Friday is going to be getting 10. And so now it has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80 in Black Friday. And if I don't end up spending all of this on Black Friday, I usually roll it over into my Christmas envelope. And Christmas is going to be getting 25. All right, so now it has 100, 150, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 355, 360, 365, 370, and 375. I think I counted that right. So 375 saved up for Christmas so far. All right, New Year's Eve is not getting stuffed. Birthday parties is getting $25. We've got our oldest turns 8 in March, and so his will be the next birthday party. So now birthday parties has 100, 150, 200, 220, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63, and 64. So $264 for birthday parties. And then back to school is going to be getting 5. So now it has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, and $95 in back to school. I use this for their school supplies, backpacks, like anything that needs to be replaced, but then also depending on how much I end up saving up in the sinking fund, I might also use it for like new clothing for this fall. A couple of our kids go to a private school, so I'll need to get some new uniforms because they've grown quite a bit. So seasonal decor is not getting stuffed. So that's it for holiday sinking funds. And then my last binder that I'm going to stuff for today is my business binder. And I am going to still do a separate video on how I do like the business side of things too when it comes to cash stuffing, because I just started cash stuffing for my businesses in January. So it's still kind of new to me. I'm still figuring it out, but I'm kind of getting to a point where I think I can kind of share what I'm doing in a way that it's going to make sense to people. So virtual assistant, this is for my virtual assistant for my incorporation. These 10s are just amazing. All right, so now it has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, and 90. And I'm technically a month ahead with this stuff, so this will go to paying her in March. I've already paid her for February. VibeCloud is my emailing system that I use, and that is gonna be getting 30. It's about 120 a month. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, and 90 for VibeCloud. This is kind of another virtual assistant. They do like my emails and some of my texting and posting on my Facebook groups and stuff. This is like an actual person. She does like mailing for me and stuff like that. So Project Broadcast is my texting system. This is going to be getting 30. So now it has 10, 20, and 30. Sorry, it's getting 10 and now it has 30 total. I'm like getting ahead of myself here. So this technically costs $30 a month, but I still like to stuff 10 just to like stuff a little extra. Business expenses is going to be getting 20. So now it has 100, 120, and 125. And the cursive font envelopes is for my incorporation. And then I have the classic font in the same binder just to help me keep them separate. So these envelopes are for the Aesthetic Dollar and YouTube, and then these are for my incorporation. So office supplies is going to be getting 20. So now it has 20, 30, and 35. And let me know, do you guys like it when I stuff this binder like on camera, or do you guys not care about this binder? Tell me in the comments. Do you like it when I stuff this one? So I feel like it seems like I have a lot of binders, but I have a lot of like things going on in my life, and being self-employed, like our income is very different every month. Like some months we have like a really high income and then other months it's not so high. So that's why I have so many different categories, because I like to be able to like know that all the bases are covered. So if we do have a kind of lower month income wise, I know that we're still like set, like we're still taken care of. So it just gives me that peace of mind. And kind of the same thing with my business. I feel like I run out of office supplies and all that all at the same time. So it's nice to just kind of like stock up for those in a way. So travel's going to be getting 20 today. So now it has 30. But yeah, I don't know if the business binder doesn't like apply to like most of you, then I don't need to stuff this on camera. But if you like seeing it, then I can totally keep doing it. It's really up to you guys. I just want to do whatever you guys want to see, really. So YouTube is going to be getting $5. This is just for, you know, anything that I might want to do for my YouTube videos at some point, like maybe investing in some software or something. Office supplies is going to be getting 20. So now this one also has 100, 120, and 125. Inventory is going to be getting 50. So inventory is going to have 150. Shipping is also going to be getting 50. This is for all my shipping supplies, like my poly mailers, boxes, all of that, tissue paper. So 50, 100, and 120, or 105, sorry, 105 in shipping. And then organizing is getting 5. So 150, oh my God, you guys. We're almost to the end. We've almost made it through 10, 15, 20, and 25 in organizing. All right. Okay, so that is it for my cash stuffing this week. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I am really excited for this 5K giveaway. I will announce what I'm going to be giving away, but it will definitely be something from my shop. And so in order to get into the giveaway, just comment on this video and guess how much change you think I have in this box. So how much cash do you think I'm going to bring back in my next video after turning in all this change? You also have to be subscribed in order to win the giveaway, and I will post all of the details for the giveaway. So thanks again so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you guys in my next video.